Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Prior to proceeding any further with the scheduled agenda, I would like to read a resignation letter that I received. Excuse me. I am writing to formally submit my resignation from City Council of the City of Napoleon, Ohio, effective December 31st, 2023 at 11:59 p.m. It is with mixed emotions that I step down from my current role, as I have accepted the honor and responsibility of serving as the mayor of Napoleon, Ohio. I am excited about the opportunity to contribute to our community in this new capacity. I am grateful for the support and collaboration of my colleagues on council, the appointed authorities, department heads, and their staff, and I look forward to continued collaboration in my new role as mayor. I believe that together we can work towards a brighter future for Napoleon. Thank you for the opportunity to serve on the city council, and I am eager to begin this next chapter as mayor. Sincerely, Joseph D. Bilaruki.
Next on the agenda is the swearing in of Mayor Joseph Bilaruki by Representative Jim Boots.
It's all yours.
You're a part of this too, whether you like it or not, but I appreciate you serving. Raise your hand. I state your name.
I, Joseph Bilaruki,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Ohio
and the state of Ohio
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
and faithfully and impartially discharge and perform
and faithfully and impartially discharge and perform
all duties incumbent
all duties incumbent
upon me as mayor of the city of Napoleon,
upon me as the mayor of the city of Napoleon,
Ohio,
Ohio,
to which I have been elected
to which I have been elected
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding.
and understanding.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Sign that.
Yes.
Did you get all the pictures you need?
Thank you.
Did you get everything? You got it. Good.
Joe, do you guys want one together?
Sure. Everybody, oh, there's just a picture. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, your turn.
I think we're gonna have you stay.
All three of them.
I can, if you'd like, or you want them all together?
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Next on the agenda is the swearing in of council members Ross Durham, Brittany Swab, and Tom Weaver.
Congratulations, everybody. You raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Ross Durham,
Do solemnly swear that I shall support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Ohio,
and of the state of Ohio,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
and charter and ordinances of the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
and that I shall faithfully,
that I shall faithfully,
honestly, and impartially discharge
honestly, and faithfully
discharge and perform the duties
and perform the duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as a member of the city council
as a member of the city council
for the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
for the city of Napoleon, Ohio,
to which I have been appointed.
to which I have been appointed.
Congratulations. 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 Thank you, Judge.
Good work, Jim.
For right now, we'll switch a little bit.
We'll play musical chairs in a little bit.
Oh.
It's fun.
Next on the agenda is election of council president. Before you guys will all find the rules, but I'll go ahead and read them. For the election of council president, the longest serving council member, the most consecutive days will be asked first to either nominate someone, or you can nominate yourself, or you may pass. If a person is nominated, there has to be a motion and a second, then it goes to the next senior person. Once we get through, everyone, council will take a vote on each individual that's nominated. The rules are the same for council president pro tem. The person with most seniority is Ken. You can choose someone to nominate or you can pass.
Are you ready for that?
Yes, I'm ready, go ahead.
Ross Durham.
And then I would need a second for his motion.
I'll second.
Ross,
Pass.
Dave, or Dr. Dave,
Pass.
Bob,
Pass.
Brittany,
Pass.
Tom.
Pass.
All right, and then we need a motion on Ross Durham for council president,
So moved.
or, I'm sorry, roll call, my bad. Bob,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Ken,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Brittany.
Yes.
Thank you. Congratulations.
And then we will move on to council president pro tem, the same rules apply, and then we also start with Ken.
Robert Weitzel.
And a second for that? We still need a second to move on to the next person.
Okay, I'll second.
Ross,
Brittany Schwab.
Dr. Dave,
Pass.
Bob,
Pass.
Brittany,
Pass.
Tom.
Pass.
Okay, then we're gonna do a roll call on each. Seems how the motion first was for, Bob, we'll start with him. Bob,
No.
Dr. Dave,
No.
Ken,
Yes.
Ross,
No.
Tom,
No.
Brittany.
No.
Okay, and then the roll call vote.
Do you need a second for Brittany?
I'm sorry.
I think we just did it
not-
first.
Okay. Did someone want to second it before we do the roll call?
I'll second it.
Okay. Roll call for then Brittany Schwab being president pro tem. Bob,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Ken,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Brittany.
Yes.
Passes.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
The meeting then is going to be turned over
Okay.
to
Sounds good.
President Jerome.
All right, we will move to item F3 for the seating order
of council.
I do have that presented on the president's desk.
All right, so we have Mayor Valaruki, council president would be myself. Next to the mayor will be Ken Hayes, then Robert Weitzel, and then Robert's seat will be empty for now. Billy and Andy, myself, Brittany, Dr. Dave Cordes, Tom Weaver, and Kevin Geringer. We can relocate, and then we will take a motion to approve that seating
take
chart.
that? Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah, take that one with you then. It's just next door.
Yes, Ken, and then
Milwaukee right now, I don't know what's going on.
make sure that's, yep, that's you, okay.
I figured with you coming back, we'd have this. You better be.
I know.
Thanks.
That's all right.
I don't have anything to do with it, but I appreciate it.
Good, appreciate it.
I get two seats?
You are.
Welcome to the north side.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you said, I would be going to be.
Mayor.
Council President?
All right, looks like everybody has settled into their new home. As long as council has no issues with this seating chart, I will take a motion to approve.
So move.
Second. Thank you. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
All right. Item F4, the appointment of standing committees of council. I believe in front of everybody, we have a template of proposed committees. Marissa, how do you want to do this? You're gonna read off each one?
I believe you can just say as proposed, but you can read them all.
Okay. Billy, are we good either way there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. After the review of those proposed committees, as long as no one has any questions or comments, we would definitely take a motion to approve those as listed.
I'll make a motion to approve as proposed.
Second. Thank you. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
Okay. Item F5, the appointment of a personnel committee. As Marissa has those rules in front of us, the mayor is by default on the personnel committee. And then council will appoint 2 other members for the personnel committee. Is there anyone that is interested in serving on the personnel committee?
I have interest.
You are interested?
Yes.
Okay. I would also like to serve on the personnel committee. If we want to take a motion on any of those combinations, 2 of the 3,
So 3, and you need 2.
we need 2.
I withdraw.
Oh, I can withdraw if you want.
No, I'm good. You got it, Doc.
Arm wrestle? Arm wrestle?
No. I might lose.
So, Dr. Cordis's name and my name have been proposed. Is there a motion and a second?
So move.
A second.
Thank you. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
That will pass. Item F7, set meeting dates and times for regular council meeting. The rules, again, in front of us, say that we shall hold regular meetings at 7 PM on the first and third Monday of each calendar month. However, if the first or third Monday shall be observed as a city holiday, the council shall meet on the following day. Unless there is a modification to that, if we could just have a motion to approve that as is.
I move.
Sir. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
All right. Item F7, set meeting dates and times for standing committees of council. On the list mentioned previously for the council committee seats, those also have the times listed on there and the weeks of the month listed on there. There's no changes from the current format. As long as no one has an issue with that, we'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
All right. That does it for organization of council. Thank you, everybody. Item G, approval of minutes. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the minutes shall stand approved from the December 18th, 2023 regular council meeting. I'm hearing none. Those will stand approved. Item H, citizen communication. If there's anyone online or in the audience that would like to come forward and address council, please feel free to do so. Item I, reports from council committees. The Finance and Budget Committee did not meet on December 25th, 2023 due to lack of agenda items. And I2, the Safety and Human Resources Committee did not meet on December 25th, 2023 due to lack of agenda items. We'll move on to item K, introduction of new ordinances and resolutions. There are none tonight. Item L, second readings of ordinances and resolution. L1 is resolution number 057-23, a resolution imposing an immediate moratorium on the issuance and processing of permits allowing retail dispensaries, cultivators, and processors of adult use marijuana within the city of Napoleon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Motion.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All right, Andy.
There are no changes to this resolution, Council President. Again, this puts a 7-month moratorium on basically any decision you have to make. Allows the state to do their thing. I know there's still bills both in the House and the Senate. They're rolling around, and it gives us an opportunity to let them do their thing before you have to make a decision.
Any questions or comments? I'm hearing none. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
All right, now I'll move on to third reading. Item M, third reading of ordinances and resolutions. There are none this evening. Item N, good of the city. N1 is discussion or action. Award of chemicals for the water treatment and wastewater treatment plants for fiscal year 2024. Andy.
Yes, Council President, in your packets, you should have received the memo shown in regard to the prices for the two different chemicals that we do quote. Water treatment, Superintendent Jeff Weiss is out in the audience. If you have any questions about either of those, I'm sure he'd be able to answer them. See the cost increase for aluminum chlorohydrate. And I asked Jeff about the budget, and he said there's more than enough money in the budget to cover that, because he still basically quoted things at quantities, assuming that we still were servicing Liberty Center and McClure. So there were still higher quantities. So there's plenty of money budgeted for that.
How did it compare to the dollar amount estimate,
As far as where we were projecting it to be at.
just per gallon? Yeah.
It's pretty close. I mean, like I said, it was about 28 cents per gallon higher than what we had last year. It's our biggest chemical volume that we use at the water plant, which obviously makes it our most expensive one as well. Like Andy had said, we kind of took in the equation with Liberty Center McClure still being on there. It was a budgeted number, plus we had a couple situations where we used a little bit more of that chemical this past year, so we kept things kind of as is. And as far as the projections show, we should have enough in there to cover that.
Thanks, Jeff. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
All right, that has been awarded. We will move on to item N2, discussion or action, approval of plans and specifications for the Napoleon Safe Routes to School for fiscal year 2024. Andy?
Yes, Council President, this is kind of a redo. The first time we went out for bids on this, they were over the engineer's estimate considerably. I have invited my Director of Public Works this evening to speak to this, but he went back and worked some magic, and it's gonna work out better for us. So Chad, if you'd like to speak to it.
In the original design, the estimate was around $200,000, and the bids came in about $370,000. Obviously, we weren't able to award that because of the difference between the two. For those not aware, we cannot award a project that's more than 10% above the engineer's estimate. So I went back to ODOT, and instead of the $207,000 grant we had received, I convinced them to increase our grant to $370,000. And then we also modified the project a little bit. There were some revisions that the school had requested as far as the width of the walks around their campus. And there were a few rapid flashing beacons that were set up on the project that, after taking a closer look at the plans, didn't make much sense to have them. So we eliminated those. In the end, the revised estimate using pricing guidelines we found from the first bid, we were just under $360,000 as an engineer's estimate, with an ODOT grant of up to $370,000. So I'm just requesting a motion to approve the plans and bid documents to allow us to go back out for bid so we can complete this project in the year 2024.
Thank you, Chad.
Sure.
Will this be the final portion of it for sure?
I'm hopeful. The first time we bid the project, we only received one bid. Ordinarily, if contractors cannot get close to the engineer's estimate, they will not turn in a bid. So honestly, I was surprised we received one. Last time we advertised this, we had 4 prime contractors take plans, but 3 of them did not bid, probably for that reason. So I'm hopeful we'll get at least a few bidders on the project. Vernon Nagel was the only bid we received the first time. Since then, they've received 2 other projects, so I don't know if they'll pursue this one, but there were other quality prime contractors on that plan holders list the first time, so I'm optimistic that we will receive some bids that we can award.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments for Chad? Hearing none. Chad, thank you for getting that extra $63,000 in grant money. Appreciate that. If there's nothing else, do we have a motion to put this project out to bid?
So moved.
A second.
Thank you. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
All right, item N3, discussion or action to accept the body worn vest grant for the police department. Andy?
Yes, Council President, this is in regard to the body armor that was basically recalled by the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation. It was found that it was not manufactured in this country, indeed in China, I believe. And so our police department pursued a grant to help cover the cost on this. And we were notified last week or 2 weeks ago, last week I guess it was, that we did indeed receive that grant. The maximum amount we could receive was 75%. And that was $22,890. The cost to replace the vest is $30,520.64. Acting Chief Ed Legg is here. If you have any questions, I'm sure he can be glad to answer them for you.
Chief, can you speak to where this grant came from, how it got onto your radar?
I'm sorry, where the grant came from comes from the Ohio Bureau of Workman's Comp. They started a grant program about 4 years ago, and I believe 2024 is the last year of that grant cycle. Mr. Hoops may be able to speak to if they're gonna renew that starting in 2025. But we'll be utilizing with this and some vests that we bought this year, soft body vests that we bought this year, we'll be utilizing the maximum that the state's allowed us during this entire grant cycle, so we'll use all of it.
Thank you.
We just respectfully request that council approve the acceptance of this grant.
There's money in the budget for the difference there.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I think we budgeted the entire amount, correct?
It's a reimbursement grant.
Okay.
We have already located the 2023 money for this, so as soon as they get them, the vests in, get all the paperwork around, send it down, then they'll reimburse us the 22,000 plus.
Okay. I'll take a motion to accept.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Chief. Item N4, discussion or action, 2023 fourth quarter budget adjustments. Kevin?
Thank you, Council President. This is something that we do every quarter. It's to be able to finish up and close out the books for 2023. I'm going to request that the Finance and Budget Committee meet sometime next week so they could go over the items of the budget adjustments to get those completed. Once that is completed, we're asking that the Law Director's Office then enacts the legislation, then can come forward to you in the next council meeting. And we're asking that you guys approve that the Law Director do the legislation.
Sounds good. Tom? Tom, can we add that to your agenda for budget and finance on the fourth Monday, January?
I would like to have the meeting if possible, because for us to be able to close our book out after the next council meeting. And what really challenged us this time is that the payroll was the very last day of the working day of the year. So that's why we couldn't have that prior to at the fourth quarter. So we're sort of lagging here a bit. So I would like for you guys to approve this for the Law Director. But the other thing that I'm asking for, and it doesn't have to be set tonight, that the Finance and Budget Committee, we meet Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday of next week at some time. It could either be in the morning. We've done them like at 7:30 in the morning. We've done them at 5 p.m. or whatever is convenient for everybody, so that we could go over those items.
Okay. All right.
So-
Let
so
you
for-
all iron that out at a later date. Should
We
go
could
ahead
certainly
and-
do, yeah, we can certainly do that. So right now, all I'm requesting is that you guys make a motion for the Law Director.
I'll say it, Ken. Ken's available anytime. He's giving me that smirk like, I'm good anytime.
Well, I'd say the last time we did meet, it was like 7:30 in the morning.
It was, yeah.
But again, especially with new council members, I don't know everyone's schedule, and I'll be here at 7:30, but, I can't speak for you all with that.
I
But
will be available to meet whenever you need to.
perfect.
If we want to just schedule it now at 7:30 on one of those days, I'm good with that.
If we can do it next Wednesday at 7:30, if that's okay with everybody?
Good. Mr. Hayes, that okay with you?
I think I can work it into my schedule.
That, I appreciate your
What's
working with
the
us. And Marissa, do they have to make anything formal, or does that just have to come from council president to?
As long as it comes from
from the chairman of the Finance and Budget.
A week from tomorrow?
Looks like the 10th.
Motion to approve that meeting time?
Nope, we
Ten-
don't need
no.
a motion, you just have to, you just say.
Yep, the 10th.
So after today's meeting, you could just tell her. That would be fine.
Okay.
Okay, perfect with that. I appreciate that. And then, again, we just need a motion for the law director.
7:30.
Do we have a motion to direct the law director to draft legislation?
Motion.
Second.
Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
Thank you, Kevin. Thanks, Tom.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Item N5, discussion or action, the Charter Review Commission meetings and appointments. Andy?
Yeah, Council President, I included this in the packets because we need to get it on our radar sooner rather than later. Every 8 years, the commission must meet to review the charter. The last they met was in 2016. The commission is made up of 7 members. 5 of those members are appointed by council, but only 2 of those 5 can be council members. And then 2 of the members shall be appointed by the mayor. So, how you want to handle it, I'm sure it's going to take you some time to look and find, and they have to be qualified electors of the city as well. They can't live outside the city.
I reached out to former Councilman Dan Baer to see if he would be interested. He asked when the meetings are typically scheduled. Anytime.
It's completely up in the air.
Okay. And is he able to be on 2 different committees, potentially?
I don't know why not.
Which is the other committee?
It would actually be the Parks and Rec Board.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be great, actually, if Dan did it, that'd be good. He's
Yeah.
got some knowledge, so
He
that'd be
does.
helpful.
The other question we had is, it does say only 2 council members. Could the mayor be on and 2 council members?
So the way I'm reading it, it says that council can only appoint 2 of its number. It's very specific to say that council can only appoint 2 of its number. It leaves out the part where the mayor might be able to appoint 2 more council people.
Right.
So, that's my reading of it, that's my interpretation of it. If anybody's got a different idea, then we can talk about it, I guess. But that might make it somewhat easier if council appointed 2 council people and then the mayor appointed potentially 2 council people, or asked that himself and others were on there, so.
Could the mayor potentially appoint himself?
Let me read this again, sorry.
I have to look back. I know I was involved in 2 charter reviews during my 12 years in office, and I know I participated in the first meetings back in 2000, but I don't know if I appointed myself or not.
It doesn't say anything to the negative in there, so I would say that, yeah, the mayor can appoint himself, or ask.
I reached out to Marissa earlier today and asked who was on the previous
Yeah.
charter, and Mayor Jason Mazel was on
Yes.
that commission, so I'm assuming that.
I think that works, yeah.
So if we appoint people, can we do that next council meeting? Andy?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's probably the best way
I
to
thought I'd bring
go,
it up
yeah.
earlier sooner rather than later, so that this can be on your radar.
Yes, because what's gonna happen here, and this sounds like it takes a long time, but this is the process. So if for some reason council decided it did wanna change something, we've gotta put that on the ballot, obviously, so. And the soonest we could do that would be November, and that sounds like a long ways away, but that means that we gotta bring legislation here, to put it on the ballot, and that's gonna take potentially, a few months to do that. After we spend a few months, having this commission look at the charter and decide if it wants to make any changes. So let's, as an example, they decide in April they wanna do that, and then legislation is brought. Then we're talking about pushing it into the summer before we can actually start to draft anything, and the sooner the better. So not to say that anything necessarily needs to be changed about the charter, it just states here that we have to look at it, so.
Okay. Perfect. I think if we can leave that as a topic for good of the city and readdress it next council meeting, hopefully by then we have some people lined up. Any other comments or questions on that front? Okay. We'll move on to around the table. We will start with Andy tonight.
Yeah, I would, I've been working with staff to go over rates and fees in regard to our refuse, services. And I would like to refer that, or have that referred to the Water, Sewer, and Refuse Committee and the Board of Public Affairs for next week's meeting, if I could.
Mr. Hayes?
I don't know why not.
Sounds good. Marissa? Thank you.
The other thing is, I was informed today by the Clerk of Council that a letter has been sent to the Republican Party to fill the vacant seat, or the seat vacated by Mayor Bailaruki.
Okay. Thank you, Marissa.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Billy?
Nothing from me tonight, thanks.
Mr. Weitzel?
Yes, I happen to have something tonight. I was looking through the policies of the city, and I was specifically looking at policy 3.13, performance reviews. I don't know that we're doing those as required by the policy manual, and I don't know how to bring it up, so I'm bringing it up tonight.
Okay.
Also, policy 8.10, compensation reviews are also required annually. I don't know that those are being done. Now, that might be later on in the year, and that would probably be okay, but it probably would be a good idea if we could get the performance reviews started in January, since we missed maybe November or December. And that way, somebody's got a point of reference to, because those were very important as far as I'm concerned when I spent my time doing them. They're not easy to do, but they're important for the employees to know where they stand, where they get, their guideposts, their direction, what they need to improve on, maybe what they're doing well, and what we want them to achieve. All of those things are so important, and I don't know that we've been doing them like we should. So, however we can get both of those around.
Absolutely.
At some point, we advertise, especially in the range employees, we advertise a start and a top, and the whole purpose of these reviews is to know how to get there. And we should be telling them how to get there, how they need to get there, how they should get there. So, very important as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know how to address it, but I'll leave that to you now.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mr. Weitzel.
That's all I have.
Mr. Hayes?
Merry Christmas to all, and I hope we all have a good year. Thank you.
You too.
Brittany? Dr. Dave? Tom?
Nothing, thank you.
Kevin?
The only thing I have is congratulations, Mayor Bailaruki.
Thank you.
And congratulations to President Pro Tem, and our two new council members. We look forward to having a good year.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. Want to thank State Representative Hoops taking the time out to swear us in and actually stay for the whole meeting. Appreciate you being here, and appreciate everything you do for the city of Napoleon and your whole district. So thank you very much. And then same thing Kevin said, welcome to Tom and Brittany. Congratulations, Ross, on council president, and congratulations, Brittany, on pro tem. That's all I have.
Just wanted to say welcome, Tom and Brittany. Excited to work with you too. And congratulations. Joe?
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's it. We will move on to item O, approve payments of bills. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the payment of bills shall stand approved. I'm hearing none. They'll stand approved. Item P, adjournment. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Marissa, please call the roll.
Bob?
Yes?
Tom?
Yes.
Dr. Dave?
Yes.
Brittany?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Ken?
Yes.